Hi everyone, it's Kathy from Vintage Paint and More, and we're going to be doing another little Christmas decor project tonight. I'm using first of all, I want to welcome you and thank you for watching. And when you come in, I'd love it if you'd say hi. We'd love it if you'd share this video with your friends and show them how easy it is to do some Christmas decor for themselves. I'm going to be using the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas transfer, which is it's called Christmas Cheer, and it actually has three different three different images that comes with it. It's the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, which I think is adorable. It also has Happy Holidays, From Our Family to Yours, and Joy to the World, if you want to use that. And then this is some extra little berries that you can put into the pine boughs that is on this one. I'm also going to be using our board that's the 12 by 18 inch box frame. The back of it is a nice stained back that I'm going to be using, the side I'm going to be using tonight. And then you can flip it over and it has a nice little white box frame. As you can see, stained nicely also. With this, it is raw wood, and I did wax it before I'm starting tonight, and you would want to do that also because otherwise it can be a little bit more wear and tear on your transfer than what you really want to have. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the transfer off, and I'm going to fuzz it on a towel. This is one of our bigger transfers that takes a little bit of care in handling, because if it folds back on itself, it can adhere to itself. However, that's easy to remedy. Just run it under some cold water and pull it apart if that does happen. I'm going to fuzz it a couple of times, even though I've waxed this board. Okay, and now I'm going to put it on. I'm going to try to center it so that it's the same exact as on both sides. Okay. Bit of a wrinkle right there. Now you want to go around the words, the silk screen parts, and these are silk screen transfers, I forgot to mention, and the negative parts right here are the silk screen areas where the wording will transfer over to your surface. You can use any surface that you like. It's totally up to you. With chalk paste, you can use wood, black boards, glass, mirrors, anything that you'd like to use. It's very versatile. And then we also have ink that you can use for fabrics and such. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to chalk this all in white because it's on a dark background. And you want to stir your paste up. And I stirred this up before we started, but you want it to be kind of yogurt or sour cream consistency. And pretty much is. So I'm basically chalking everything white on this. So I'm going to glob a bunch of it on here. Since it is a big transfer. And then I'm going to take our small squeegee and I'm going to smooth the chalk out. I'm standing up so I can see in case there's any comments, but I'm going to have to sit down to do this. Usually you'll see me when I'm chalking use a smaller squeegee, but this is a larger area, so I kind of wanted to make sure that, well, I got a lot on here, didn't I? I think I must have been anticipating a huge, needing a huge amount. Goes very quickly, as you can see. Okay, now you want to go over it and squeegee off any excess. carried away here, so there's going to be quite a little bit. I usually have to put that much on. You know, you try to get all the lines out of it, so go a couple of different directions. Alright, now I'm going to use a smaller squeegee to get in here and get some of these areas that are close to the berries. And this is basically the small squeegee that I took and cut into smaller pieces so that I could get into these little areas. You can do that. It's not a problem. It won't ruin your squeegee. Give you a little more control over some of these little areas that are harder to get to. And then sometimes I get to be a perfectionist, which kind of is not good. But gets me where I want. Okay, now let's go over here and do this one. Okay, Chalk Couture. Might as well talk about it while we're watching me get real detailed here. It's a company that sells silk screen transfers, like I said, chalk paste, and inks. I discovered it in late summer actually, and I was blown away by it. I absolutely love this stuff. I mean, I do stenciling, which is with regular stencils, and it can be daunting to try and get your stenciling all done. Okay, now I'm going to add red to these little berries. Won't take but a couple of minutes. And I love it because in no time at all I can have the cutest projects for whatever season it is. I did a bunch of them for Halloween and I loved it. In fall, you can add it to anything that your heart desires, basically. I've done it on wood, chalkboards, glass, fabric. Gosh, I can't even think of all the different things that you think of it, you can do it on it. That's just how easy it is. Okay, now we're going to lift it, and the way you do that is to just lift a corner and then pull it from side to side. Go slowly and evenly and watch and see if there's any areas that you think maybe isn't covered well, and you can lay it right back down and redo it. Now, right there, it looks like my paste dried. So I'm going to go over this lettering right here just a little bit better. And you do have to move quickly with the paste because it can dry. But this is also a very rustic sign. It's supposed to look like it's been around, and the lettering is wearing off also. So there we go. All right, now I'm going to just stick this over here to the side for a minute because I made a little boo-boo. Boo-boos are not a problem. I'm simply going to take when it dries, okay. It's not quite dry yet. I'm going to wait till it dries a little bit. But when it dries, I can wash off the area that I made a mistake on, or that I got a little messy with there. You kind of dry it and see what happens. Helps if this is plugged in, doesn't it? The joys of live crafting. Think you have everything ready, and guess what? There's always something. If you want it to dry faster, simply take a heat gun or a blow dryer. And dry it. Alright, I'm just going to do this. Take a little toothpick and just go in here and clean this up a bit. I don't remember if I told you that I waxed this before I did it. I'm not real happy with the yourself. So I'm going to take this off. See how easy it is to fix a problem? Mistake that you've made. Like I said, I'm not real happy with the yourself. So I'm going to take that off, set it aside for a minute, get my transfer. And I'm going to fix this little problem we got and show you how easy it is to fix your problems whenever you have one. Let's clean your transfer up. Now, usually I would just stick this in a water bath until I got done with the project, but I want to paper towel to fix it yourself. Make it a little crisper than it was. So I'm going to lay this back down, and you just have to line it up again where it was. And my head's probably right in the way, and I apologize, but it's kind of hard to tell where this is at. Alright, now you can see the chalk in the letters there. And I'm basically just going to go over them again. And lift it back up. And we'll see how it this time. My transfer was wet. Okay, we're going to do this all again. Usually I don't have this much trouble, but it's alive today, and why not, right? This is not showing you how easy it is it? But it is easy. It's just that sometimes I do have a problem today for some reason. These are just disinfectant wipes that I'm using on here to wipe it off with. And now then, I was trying to get through this pretty quickly, so what I'm going to do now is do it right, okay? Instead of trying to run through it real fast. All right. Okay, well, let me see. going to clean this again. But it's easy to clean these transfers. You can put this in fact, probably would be best if I did that. Just put it in the water for a minute and get the worst of it off. All right. Very simple to clean. Like I said, I usually don't have any problems, but tonight, for some reason, I'm having every problem you could think of, which is par for the course, right? So, I'll show you how easy it is to, just because you made a mistake doesn't mean that you've ruined your project, that's for sure, because you can always start all over again. Take the whole thing off if you want to. I'm actually going to dry this a little bit. Okay. If you clean your transfers really well, after each time you use them, these will last a long time. You can just keep using them over and over and over and over again. That's the beauty of it, is that you can reuse them for yourself, for friends, make lots of gifts. If you're a hobbyist, they're great because you can make several projects and sell them in your boutique store or fairs or events, whatever you do on the side, or maybe that's your full-time job. I have an Etsy shop, and I just got onto Amazon Handmade, so I do a few things on and sell them on the side too, so it's kind of nice to have them. Okay, now then, let's see what to do this one more time. Sorry for jiggling the camera. I'm going to wax this a little bit again, because I think I probably washed it all off. All right, now let's see. Okay, it's right where it should be. Now, when you do this, you don't want to go out here and press it down, because you can pick up your chalk after you've pressed it down if it's not totally dry. Now we're going to do this, and hopefully this time I don't have any problems with it. The problem was my paste had dried. It will do that if you work too slow, if the humidity is different, if it's a little warm, if you got a fan on. The thing is, usually what you should do is just paste it, and to remedy that, you can paste it and then you can lift up the area that you, well, let me scrape this off. lift up the area that you've just done, and see, so much better. And it will not dry into the silk screen and pull up when you pull it up. Now there was a couple of little places here that I saw I wanted to get that the red had gotten into. So see, if you have an area that you don't really care about, or you don't like the way it turned out, you can actually put your stencil back down on it, which is really cool, because how can you do that on a painting you can, but you can put your stencil back down, go over it, and fix anything that you don't like about it. And I did see some little red here that had gotten into it that I wasn't careful with. All right, let's see. Right there, a little bit of red. And right there on the Y. So when you get done, you can actually have a perfect piece. So see, let's see, I want to go over that just a little bit more. All right, nice and crisp and clean now. Okay, and there you have it after a little bit of, yeah, it's all done. This you can display, just set it up on a shelf like that, or you can hang it up on a wall if you'd like. I haven't decided how I'm going to do this one yet. I really like the white with the red berries on the wood, though. We have sort of a rustic farmhouse decor in our family room, and I think that's probably where I'll be putting it. Plus, you can put another sign on the back side right here, and you could put it on a wall where you've got, where you could see it from both sides, or a table or something like that. Just to, you know, it's very versatile. They did say that this is a one-time use. However, I waxed it, and you saw I was able to clean it off. I'm not sure how well you could clean off everything. I'm not going to say you could reuse it, because it's not guaranteed that it'll work. You could try it. If all else goes wrong, you can always paint the back side if it didn't come off like you wanted it to. But these are pretty much one-time use. I am having a class. I'd like for you to join my group, Chalking with Kathy, if you'd like. It's on the Facebook group. It's my VIP group where I offer all kinds of little bundles and specials there. And right now I have a couple of bundles that are discounted for Christmas, and they're kind of fun. So you might want to go over there. I didn't bring them in here when I came in to do the live. I'm sorry, but next time I'll try to be more aware of that and bring them in so I can show them to you. Anyway, I'm going to be trying to do a live every day. It's a challenge that I'm taking from my upline, Sarah, and she's making me come out of my comfort zone. So here we are, and I'm so happy that you joined us. If you can, just share it with your friends. I would love that, and thank you for joining me today.